These are the existing projects. Right now there are none, so I'll create a new project. Then I'll load this new project and open it. Now I'll upload and process the point cloud and wait for it to finish. This can take a moment. In the meantime, I'll point toward the direction we want the model aligned to. Next, we define a region of interest, which will be used later to reconstruct the building elements. If our point cloud isn't Z up, we can switch it to Y up. In this case, looking from the top, it's already in the correct Z up orientation. With that set, we can move on to the next step. In this step, we have several cross-sections that help us define and understand how the building is composed. We can even use this density heat map to make sure we click in the right place to add a floor level. For example, with a single click we add a floor level, and then we move on to the next step. In the next step we start creating walls. Usually we can choose between inner, center, or outer alignment. I'll start from the outer edge. The more we zoom in, the more detail we see in the elements. This way we can trace the walls and finalize each one. Here, I'll continue creating the walls. This one, as we can see, could be a single continuous wall. And we can finish the process. After this, we can keep going, or simply press Escape and move on to the next step. In the next step, we work wall by wall, deciding how long and how tall each one needs to be. And if we want to add an opening, in this case it's just a generic opening, I'll create a new one. Then we move on to the next wall. And so on. Here we continue with this wall as well. Here we also have a wall. And here we can clearly see there's a large opening in this area. Since we're not sure whether it's a door or something else, we'll just create a plain opening for this spot. Then the last element. And now we can go to the next step, where we define the floor. Based on this, we can simplify the floor, creating it from the context and the lines we already have here. Of course, in this case, we're just simplifying the floor, assuming it continues in this direction. Once we're done with the floor, we can continue and see how it's starting to come together. Here we could click on the floor, but instead we'll ask it to generate the IFC. Once the IFC is generated, it will be loaded. To see it properly, we can apply a clip. With this clip at a specific spot, we can see the IFC that's been created, including the door and the other elements. We can even change the point cloud's visibility and make it completely invisible, so we clearly notice the elements we're looking at. With it turned off, we can distinguish the elements we built before and compare them against the point cloud. So if you'd like to try it yourself, you can also download the model. We'll save it as Model 7. As we can see, this is the same model we just downloaded from the software, and all the walls have been recognized. Even the floor is there. As you can see, the model can also be opened in other tools, such as Autodesk Viewer, Revit, Navisworks, ArchiCAD, or any other BIM software that can read IFC.